So we have it says Duffy purges 3,000 trucking schools and sweeping crackdown on migrant CDL crisis. So I guess this new administration, Republican administration in the U.S. is going hard on the trucking industry for letting so many illegal people drive who possibly can't read English, and they're trying to change everything about the industry with implementing laws against that. And let's see what they're. I'm looking at the article right now. It says, "Thank you, ATU, for their hard work this year in exposing and advising the federal government on how to correct a policy by Biden and Harris. See, they always blaming the previous administration policies for almost for everything. So first comment, Holy Grail 20. This is the kind of stuff I voted for. Please keep it up and get them out. Please keep it up and get them out. Said this is the stuff he voted for. He got 65 to 2 on that. So 65 means upvotes, 2 means downvotes. So the first number I say, that means the upvotes or likes. The number I say after that means downvotes or dislikes for the comment. So we got Emra and Chinita response comment 8669. Trump isn't serious about deportation. Landlords don't verify citizenship. Yeah, I can see that. Illegal still issue driver's license. I can see that. No proof of citizenships for school enrollment. No proof of citizenship for school enrollment. I can see that. No proof of citizenship for bank accounts. Interesting. I see that too. But he got 14 and 17. He got 3 more downvotes, dislikes than he did upvotes, likes. But I'm gonna give it a like. That was by Emerald Inchina 8669 username. So let's really see. Delmar Jackson 21 to 1 on this comment. You have to get rid of the activist judges, otherwise it doesn't matter who you elect. People forget that years ago Cali had the Proposition 187. It was difficult still. The voters in California voted for landlords not to have to rent to illegals and employers not to have to hire illegals, which could have ended illegal immigration in the country. And the activist judge threw it out after it went through. We live in an occupied country. It's not Trump's fault. Wow. 21 to 1. Reply by your fetch 15 to 1. Exactly. The leftist pick judges make sure their kids go to private schools. They suck on the government tea and head home to wall compounds. They don't give a shit who they harm. Wow. Leftist pig judges. Owen Kellogg premium. Let's start with proof of citizenship for voting. Wow. You don't even have to prove citizenship to vote. Let's see what else they're saying. Oh, Cam, is there anything these people didn't corrupt in this country? CDLs, facilitation of mass unvetted immigration, USID, NGOs. These people took every shortcut and gamed every system against the American citizens, while 14 to 0, including my upvote, uplight. So it says these are not migrants, they are invaders. They conquered the Western world, now they breed like, wow, like cockroaches. Lake Jackson. Wow, he said, I don't get on the freeways unless it's mandatory, especially in Oregon, he said, because of All the truckers, wow. Chicken farmer, question one on the CDL written exam. Can you read, speak English? Question two, do you wipe your ass after you shit in the hole with your hand? That should remove 75% of these. Wow, 30 to 1. Reply by Late Jackson. What difference does it make if the invaders speak English or not? All of them must be deported, every single one of them, and their spawns. Even if they speak King's English, they must go in now. Say King's English. Mr. President, what happened to the anchor baby problem? Too busy sending money to Israel? Wow, 7 to 1. Responds by Chicken Farmer. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying nobody should have any sort of license if you can't read or speak English. Yeah, makes sense. E5, 21 is 0 in this comment. How many terrorist organizations had CDL drivers as a key component to their planned acts? Hmm. I'm in by thanks 1138, 16,000 trucking schools. Question mark, question mark, question mark, for real. How does 16,000 trucking schools reply by Dark Side of the Sun, and he's a premium member? He says we'll probably come to learn that most were owned by foreigners and that they all receive federal money to stay in business. Wow, he said we'll probably come to learn that most were owned by foreigners and that they all receive federal money to stay in business. Wow, premium member. Replied by Taco Nasty. 4 to 1. I was watching a video about this on YouTube. I was investigating this and using Google Maps to show most of the schools were located in apartment complexes and hotels. Of course, it was locations where illegals were dumped on locals and government is paying for their apartment slash hotel room. And government is paying for their apartment slash hotel room? How? Got government programs that easy to get access to? Wow. Someone says there are hundreds in one little part of OK. Is that Oklahoma? 3 to 0. Your Fedge, 11 to 0. Profile name, Your Fedge. You know, it's, Ontario, Canada, Afghanistan, they're all owned by Pradeep who entered the country using false documents. Yet the assholes in power just pretend they're all valid immigrants. It's insane how broken Canadistan is now, and they're letting those Pradeep drive trucks into the U.S. Wow. Zero hegemon, kickback to shore. Everyone in office or selected as some bureaucratic functionary seems to have their special price figured out. Cardinal Fang, are any of the assholes who running these schools going to prison? Wow, 18 to 0, 19 to 0. Papa, the stat, Papa Fat Sack responded, you mean Pradeeps? The audio route home to India, wow. Taco Nasty, I wish they're headed for their H-1B onboarding session after just being hired by Tesla 3 to 1. Wow, then reply by wow. Profile name Charlie Kirk, wow. With his picture. Tesla or the contractor that handled Trump's Mar-a-Lago groundskeeping. Hmm. Unaccountable entrepreneurs on the next flight to their own country when the stuff hits the fan. No thanks and goodbye. Wow. Misdemeanors, Democrats are fucking pieces of shit. 617 to 0. Wow. Misdemeanors. That was a mean comment. Your therapist, what a name, what a profile username, your therapist. Ever wonder why Democrats start screeching about climate crisis and things like this? They're hiding what they're trying to do. Uh, Fiscal reality, where they are real ID certified. Walls is a criminal. Wow. So it's Chippy 13-0. He said up until 91, there was no CDL. All you needed was a chauffeur's license to drive for pay. In 91, they instituted the CDL, and all current commercial drivers just had to get through a written test. New drivers had to be written and road tests. It was a big deal as a lot of very good drivers were functionally illiterate and struggled with the written test. We had one working for us, Miss Tippy tutored him so he could get through the test. A lot of companies did that. You do not want to lose a reliable driver. Let me see what else they sent. Said Stray Mister says great. Now go after resident alien or illegal owned truck repair and inspection stations. You might just find that they are the points of transfer for drugs and human trafficking. Wow. 10-0 in this comment. Then Jam, profile name Jam, 16,000 trucking schools? You must be kidding. These outfits must be following the Minnesota Somali Grift blueprint. Why he said the Minnesota Somali Grift blueprint. Wow. 16,000 trucking schools. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, that is insane. 16,000. So I'm guessing the people paying these truckers are in trouble. Just kidding. Wow. 9-1 Lou Turks premium member. And then Lou Turks again premium member 9-1 on this comment too. The problem is not that they don't speak English. The real problem is they can just make up a new name and then get in trouble. You see, unlike U.S. citizens, they do not have a tracking number. Wow. I guess maybe a social security number you're talking about. Uh, so yeah, interesting. Says 1/3 of non-decimal CDLs were issued illegally in the state, and said, and no one gets locked up for it or gets arrested for it. 9-0. Wow, two banana. Wow, so Cap Trip says I've been a bit disappointed in what the current admin has done versus what they said they were gonna do. But holy snap, that Biden Johnson really sucked. It is like they sat around and asked, how can we most thoroughly fuck average, decent working Americans? And then after brainstorming, went with the absolute worst possibility every single fucking time. I noticed none of them are in jail yet. Wow. Misgivings without consequences, it would only get worse. One election flip away, 7-0. Uh, Blink one. Unless those who are Blink one, unless those who are certified drivers who are unqualified go to jail, they will just reopen a new driving school. They have already been several such in Texas. In Texas, the ones operating the BS driving schools are usually Mexicans. In the other areas, it may be Pujiks. Interesting. All right, so that's what it is, man. So yeah, wow, the truck industry like that. So that's what it is, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back to you with another video. Holla.